Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to another video. We are still on the theme of focusing, staying focused. And right now, I'm actually sharing in this video some of the tools that I use to stay focused. So we are now looking at my iPad and especially the app Good Notes there. So I'm going to just give you a glimpse. Let's dive in, and we're going to start with the processes of the company. I have a notebook about the processes. So, how do I teach a class? How do I create content? So, the steps, the different steps, and I'm trying to document the steps so that I can eventually, on this journey to grow, delegate it and not let it be all centered around me. I have another one that is called Content Brainstorm. In that one, I brainstorm. This is where I come up with content. Then I have my planner. So my planner is something that I sell in a shop. It's called a Soul Care Planner, and I live in this planner. I absolutely live in this planner. And so all of these tools, they help me stay focused. And this is the reason also why I wanted to, um, film this video, because last week we looked at a webinar that I did with my membership club a couple of years ago about, tools and ways to stay focused. And so now I'm just going in depth about the tool that I use to stay focused. And so this is one of them, absolutely, the planner. If you go into the planner, this is the table of contents. You see what it has. It has the big picture, so I know what are the rocks for me, what are the things that are most important to me. Um, and so in the rocks will also be my values, will be the areas of my life, like the wheel of life, the areas of my life that I really want to make sure it's in front of me, and what are my goals in those rocks. Annual calendar. I actually have 2 years worth of calendars here, so I can plan on a big picture level. Um, Annual plan, quarterly preview. Then you have the vision. I'm very audio, but I'm also very visual. And so sometimes if I don't want to write, I just want to be able to just see what I'm looking and I'm working on. And so I have the annual vision board, and I do them at the end of Ramadan. So the membership club, we actually did it in the challenge. Sisters should have been able to come up with their own vision board. Some of them shared it with me. So I have my vision board for the year, so that it's very clear to me what I'm working on this year until the next Ramadan, and Allah give us the tawfiq. And then what I do to be even more focused is that every month I build a vision board based on what are the things that I'm going to work on this month that are in line with the annual vision board. So then, short-term planning, I have the monthly planner, the weekly planner, the morning and evening routines, which I'm about to change since we have daylight saving changes recently last month. I'm going, we're entering summer. I mean, not literally entering summer, especially not in Buffalo. We're still very much with cold temperatures, um, but the day and the nights are getting a bit shorter and the days are getting a bit longer. So I am going to tweak my morning and evening routine for this quarter. And then the dailies is where I live. Like every day, I plan my day in detail. And then the monthly and weekly reviews. If you don't measure what you're doing, it's going to be hard for you to actually move forward efficiently. So the reviews are really important, quarterly reviews. And then I have a soul care section where I brain dump, I journal, I have my Qur'an goals, my memorization goals. I have a tracker there. Um, Book review, to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance this year to go into a book review. I've been really occupied with other things. I usually am an avid book reader, but this year, not so much. I've been very heavily involved um, with Tadabbur, Hifz, and also some workshops in trauma. Um, so this has really taken the space. I do have some books, audiobooks that are on hold, and I hope I'll be able to get back to it soon. But right now, there's no book reviews happening. But the insert is there, and then building a soul care kit and affirmations. That's also part of the planner. So that's one of the major ways that I stay really focused. Um, Usually, okay. Um, I have my courses in
Okay,
good.
so I am taking quite a few courses, and so this is why I really need to stay focused and organized. I am taking, well, I've taken two workshops with Gabo Mate on trauma, and I'm taking another course on trauma and reparenting, um, with inner child with two doctors. I forgot their name. One is Sheffield, the other one I forgot her name. I'm also taking the fiqh of marriage with the Imam Ali Alumgir, and it's on the Hanbali madhab. So I just registered for that. Since I'm also coaching a 6 month group on marriage, I wanted to go back to the fiqh of marriage, and so that class started in April. I was like, okay, I'm jumping on it. I'm on this long term course, 8 years, with Ustadh Tamia and Al Huda. So this is ongoing. We started in 2021. So that is also there. We're on Juz 9. I decided to register for another Al Huda course that's taking place in Australia on Surah Nisa, just Surah Nisa, with the word by word translation, memorization, and all that, because I am memorizing this surah again. I'm trying it again. Alhamdulillah, this time around, with the barakah of Ramadan, with the systems in place, with the class with Surah Nisa, with Al Huda in Australia, it's really going well, Alhamdulillah. So I wanted to give you the idea, like letting you know, like all the courses I'm taking in addition to my work. That way, you have a very good idea of, that what I'm telling you is something that's working in my own life. Like, I'm not telling you, oh, these are the tools I'm using to stay focused, and I don't really have much things to focus on. So with this workload and the studying that I'm doing, these are working for me. So if there's anything among the courses that I listed that really interests you, let me know if you want me to make a video on my notes in one of these courses. This is something that I will absolutely feel happy to do, because all of them are really fascinating. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the other tools that I'm using within these tools.
Like this is the word to word for Surah Nisa. And with the barakah of Ramadan, I said, I'm coming back to Nisa. I'm going to tackle it again with the help of Allah. Then we have the 8 year program with Ustaz Atemia. We are in Juz 9. My notes are in this workbook here for Juz 9. Just this is only Juz 9. Okay. So then I have my coaching um, notebook. So this is for all my coaching clients. And I have a student notebook. So the student notebook is just for me to write their homework. And again, I started doing it on Notion electronically. I just like to write. I don't know why. I just like to write. So this is my student notebook.
Right now, we are in a daily. I just wanted to show you how the daily really helps me stay focused. You've seen the planner, you've seen everything that's in the Good Notes app for me. So usually, okay, so I'm gonna start planning Monday because today is Sunday. So that will be good. So tomorrow is Monday. And usually what I do is I type in, well, let me just put in the, um, so April 14th is tomorrow. And I know this is Shawwal 16th. So usually what I do is I type the Shawwal in so I could just use it several times. I like to use the Bradley, and I would just put Shawwal, and then go back to the pen and put underneath here 16. Okay, so Shawwal 16th, April 14th, we good. Um, my top three is the next thing that I usually do. So I'm just gonna zoom in so I can. So number one, tomorrow Monday, I need to clean. It's not coming out nicely. Okay. Then number two, intention of today, Monday, is gonna be content batching. So content batching, and I have Tadabbur in mind. Tadabbur. I also have YouTube and podcast, so that I don't have to worry about actually doing content on my trip. Number three, intention of the day is going to be taxes. Okay, so those are my top three good intentions for Monday. My meal plan, I'm just going to put here in parentheses that I want finish leftovers, which is going to be in line with cleaning the fridge. Qur'an recitation, word by word plus his revision. And then I have okay, so that's the plan for Qur'an. And usually it's nice if I'm able to write down an affirmation for tomorrow, the day before. Because usually if I don't have it the day before, I forget to write it in. So I'm trying to think of an affirmation. Yeah, I found one. So that's a nice reminder for me. And let's see, I think that's about it. Inshallah ta'ala. So this is at least the very minimum of what I would do the night before. It doesn't take it took what, less than 5 minutes, yeah, because I have a 5-minute timer. And so all I did was put the date, April 14, Shawwal 16, clean the top three good intentions of the day. So cleaning, content, and taxes. And then my Quran plan, my Quran recitation plan. Usually here I will put my classes. I have a sticker that's not part of the daily, and it has the days of the week, and I put the classes that I have and what time I have those classes. So that's pretty much what I would do here. And so that's it. Then the next day, I mean the day of, throughout the day, I will fill out my prayer tracker, how I'm feeling, my Alhamdulillah, if there was any aha moment, the amount of time, hours of sleep I had, glasses of water, and then I would just fill in my meal. Yeah. So that is it. I hope that was beneficial to you. I will probably share more of the tools from the plan that I use, because I use that a lot to stay focused, in the weeks to come. So maybe we'll look at the morning and evening routine and how I use that, and also brain dumping. I have a whole series of inserts and prompts that could be helpful to you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.